Hello everyone and welcome to my channel. I'm Angus and today we are going to be discussing about the Geo Archon, Zhongli. This man is known to be an OP character since his release, all thanks to the super thick shield he provides to the team. And since Zhongli is getting his rerun in the second half of 2.4, I'll be sharing my personal thoughts on why you should or shouldn't pull for him. Just to clarify, this is just my personal opinion, and if you disagree or agree with me, feel free to share your thoughts in the comment section down below. So, without further ado, let's get into the video. So let's first talk about why Zhongli is such a strong character. Zhongli's elemental skill will give the active character a shield. The shield strengths will increase based on Zhongli's max HP. Not only does Zhongli's shield has a high base value and scaling, this shield also has a 150% damage absorption against all elemental and physical damage. And not to mention, opponents around the shield will receive an elemental and physical resistance reduction, and the shield will last for 20 seconds. This might just be some impressive numbers on a support character, but when you realize that all these effects are from one single skill. If you have Zhongli, you could just press one button and boom, you're invincible. You basically can't die during the 20 seconds the shield lasts for. Also, not to mention the mechanics of a shield in Genshin Impact. Characters will not be controlled by any effects such as knockback, stun, and so on. Therefore, with Zhongli's shield, characters such as Yoimiya or Shao, who needs that invincibility to boost their survival rate, will do a lot better since they don't have to be worried about getting affected during their long burst time. So, you might ask me, hey Angus, if Zhongli's that OP, then shouldn't everyone pull for him instead? Well, my answer to this question is a yes and a no at the same time. So let me explain it. Zhongli is extremely user-friendly because of his ridiculous shield and the ability to lower the enemy's elemental and physical resistance, also make him a decent support to the team. If you give a new player Zhongli, it is a game-changing factor for the new players, because they don't have to worry about dying every 3 seconds, since I assume they don't have the best skill in the game yet. Venti also works kinda similar to Zhongli, as his crowd control capability will greatly enhance the game experience. For the more experienced and late game players out there, Zhongli is also a great unit for both open world and Spiral Abyss. Just switch to Zhongli and press E, and you will do fine in every content in the game. However, meta has been changing and Zhongli is slowly getting targeted by game mechanics. More and more enemies and bosses, such as the new leaked Raiden Shogun boss, who can literally one-shot you, or the shadowy husky, which will heal if their attack lands on a shield. Even the new boss, Chloro Defenders, released in version 2.4, they can deal true damage to your character even when you have a shield. To be honest, Zhongli's shield is a completely broken design, since it is so thick that if you have that shield on your character, you basically can't die. This neglects the fact that this game also have a thing called healers. Yes, I'm talking about you, Chi-Chi. And even Kokomi. Healers are useless because of the presence of Zhongli, and I can see MiHoYo trying their hardest to fix this situation. They are releasing more and more bosses or mobs that will deal damage or some kind of effects through shields, and this means that you will have to have a healer in your team. Remember the Spiral Abyss in 2.0 and those lovely doggos? who absolutely wrecked your whole team because they deal true damage to your whole team even if they are off-field. This further proves that MiHoYo is trying to make Zhongli less and less effective and make healers useful again. At the end of the day, Zhongli will only be able to give characters the ability to attack without any disturbance, but you will be still taking damage if you get hit. This means you have to put a healer in your team too. Now think about this. Are you going to sacrifice 2 slots for 2 supporting units and only use 1 main DPS and 1 sub DPS character? Not to mention that 20% of elemental and physical resistance reduction isn't that much compared to an actual buff character such as Bennett, or taking Zhongli out of the team and put another sub DPS in your team such as Xinling. If you take a look at the character usage rate for Spiral Abyss, there's less and less people choose to use Zhongli as their support, and he's nowhere to be found on the Spiral Abyss speedrun list. So after all of these discussions, it finally comes down to the final question. Should you pull for Zhongli? Is Zhongli worth your Primo Gems? If you are a new player, or doesn't really care about the meta or speed running in the Spiral Abyss, Zhongli is definitely your best partner along your journey, since he can provide 100% security and protection during your gameplay. However, just like I've explained earlier in this video, the meta is changing. Characters are relying less and less on their invincibility given by the shield. The Raiden Shogun, Kokomi, and even Ito. They already have the ability to be not affected by any crowd control during the elemental burst, so they didn't really need the shield given by Zhongli. But instead, they need a healer. Kokomi is one of the characters that is getting benefit from the nerfing of shield by MiHoYo, and I will be making a video talking about why Kokomi is way stronger than everyone thinks compared to her first release. So stay tuned for that. Okay, back to Zhongli. So since all those new characters all already have invincibility built in their kit, then why do they need a character who can only generate a shield and basically have no buffs on their team, right? So meta-wise, no. Zhongli is definitely not worth to pull for. If you care about the future content and meta, he will still be a good support, and he will be useful in certain situations. But for most of the time, he will not be your first choice as your support anymore as the game moves on. So that basically rounds up today's video. Hope you guys enjoyed this video and learned something about Zhongli. If you indeed enjoyed this video, please feel free to check out my other videos about Xinhe and Ganyu. I've made videos talking about those characters as well. Also, please keep in mind that I'm planning on making more related videos in the future. So if you would like to see more of this, please like and comment down below. I really appreciate it, and it will also boost YouTube's algorithm. Let me know whether or not you're going to pull for Zhongli, or you'll be skipping him for future banners. And if you want to see more Genshin Impact videos, feel free to hit that subscribe button and turn on notification. We're actually getting really close to 1,000 subscribers, and I really appreciate all of your support. And if you are new and would like to help me reach that goal, then I greatly appreciate your support and would like to have you along with the ride. And if you hate me later, you could always unsubscribe. That's pretty much all. Thank you guys, and I'll see you in the next video.